Hello, welcome back to another episode of The Wonderful World of the Supernatural. I'm the host, Tony Turner. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Had to cut the music down, it was a little bit too loud. Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm going to talk about pretty much a quick review from the beginning up until present day right now. And you look at how everything is going. Everything is, as we say, history repeating itself. Be it from the time that the fallen angels, got kicked out of heaven, and they were given the assignment to teach man. Well, they wasn't given the assignment, but they taught man how to make weapons, instrument, and how to provoke war. Um, I don't think the creator, that was his plan for them to teach them how to be about war when he's about peace. So this was something, a part of the rebellious nature of the fallen angels. Okay, and you look at today, the things that they did. They created offsprings. They mated with the women. They created offsprings, dangerous offsprings of giants that went about devouring everything in sight on land and sea because their appetites were so enormous. Uh, and we have giants today. They're going about trying to devour everything that they can, be it the United States, Europe, Europeans. They're not the only conquerors. Chinese, the Russians, uh, North Korea. But the only thing is, the Europeans and the United States are making it clear, and Israel are making it clear that they're about uh, uh, colonization, conquering and taking over. And they begun to exercise this taking over and conquering. So, and the same thing was going on back then. Now, you understand, in order for them to do all of this, they had to brainwash everyone. They had to come out with this book called the Bible, and their plan is working so far. They In the book of the Bible, they lied on the Creator. They gave him the title of God, which God is uh, related to Greek mythology. And Greek mythology is basically the story of the fallen angels. They changed everything and flipped everything around. And the story of the fallen angels is in the Apocryphal and the Book of Enoch, 1 and 2, and all of the other lost books, not lost books, but hidden books that they hid and did not include in the Bible. Uh, I don't care how they did it. The history is there, and they clearly had a purpose and agenda for hiding those books. They did not want you to know, uh, and it did not fall into their plan of colonization. But all of this information is in the Apocryphal about the fallen angels, and you see how the angels conducted themselves and the things that they did, and they took 200 of every species and mated with them. The giants went about eating people, eating everything, including people. And even right now today, uh, there have been stories about people, Jeffrey Dahmers, and all of them eating people. It ain't just started with this new guy, Barbecue from Haiti. Uh, it's been cannibalism down through the ages. And if you know me, I equate all of that with the fallen angels and the Nephilim people. You're definitely, I don't care, be you black or white, because they were blacks and whites back then, and it did not matter. They had giant blacks as well, because I've seen the mountains. I've seen there were giant black people, but they were evil as well, because they got turned to stone too. So it does not matter. This is not just a black and white. I mean, this is not just an attack against white people and the Europeans. This is a thing about fairness and equality. And right now, the European people are not being fair and equal. They hatched out this scheme uh, to get the upper hand on everyone. If you had 400 years of upper hand on everyone, you've gotten 400 years of generational wealth upon the backs of black people. Black people. upon the backs of black people. You have accumulated generational wealth, and all of that was a part of your plan. And you have clearly established yourself for 400 years. You have gotten the upper hand with a government that no one has basically contested you on. No one has had the authority, technically, to come and contest you on this stuff. Um, but there is one that has the authority to stop all of this, and you're looking at them. So we'll keep moving on with that because this is going to lead up to the big one, the person that you stole this land from, the person that you plotted everything against, and you enslaved my people so you could try to get at me, so you could take over everything that was given to me. Y'all had no idea of knowing who I would be. I did not even know what my identity would be until a certain point in my life, and the discovery was made, and the Creator showed up and let me know who I was. Up until then, I was just plain old average Joe, and I still consider myself. I carry myself as average Joe. I don't try to act like I'm so much more better than somebody else because I get slapped upside the head by the Creator so quick. They bring me back down to earth quick. Pride tries to step up sometime, but I know where I come from, and I know where I come from, and I would never ever ever forget that. And so that causes me to stay humble, just knowing where I came from and all the stuff that I've been through. Um, Stuff doesn't make people no more. You see all the actors and stuff in Hollywood, and come to find out, technically, they all been doing gay activity. Most of them, black, white, they mostly been targeting the blacks, but the whites have been silent about what they've been doing. But I see a lot of homosexual tendencies from the guys as well, and the women. It's like common fare to see them doing lesbian acts. So that's all been accepted in society as well. So when someone comes to somebody about anything that has something to do with gay activity, the response is, let them do what they want to do. Let them be who they are. As long as they're not bothering me, I'm okay with it. Not me. I don't want you next to me. If you're a guy and you're gay, I hate to say it, but I'm uncomfortable. Like white people is uncomfortable around black people, I'm uncomfortable with a gay male next to me. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I don't like being around gay males. I don't like it. I don't tolerate that stuff around me because I know if I'm a good-looking guy, 9 times out of 10, you looking. You ain't a thief is not gonna tell you he's finna steal something from you before he steals it. So, I ain't with that sick stuff. I don't know how I veered over to that subject, but anyway, bad guys. So this is what has the world has evolved into. Um, they doing all sorts of evil, everything that you can imagine that causes destruction to come upon men. And if I keep mentioning the fallen angels and the stuff that the Nephilim giants did because these people are repeating all of those acts. From them doing experiments in laboratories, experiment with animals, experiment with peoples, developing diseases to destroy man. That all of those things were practices that the fallen angels did. Not the giants. The fallen angels practiced those things. They tampered with everything from the flowers to everything. They tried to tampered with everything in creation that they could think to tamper with. They made it with anything. If a fly was flying by, they probably screwed the fly. They was nasty. Yeah. And then when they created those offsprings of monsters that they mated with, they was ashamed of what they did and they fled. It didn't turn out how they wanted it to. Just like the government. It's not going to turn out how y'all want it to turn out. It's going to be too late for you to flee, though, because you've already done the wrong. This has been Tony Turner, your host. I'm out. Deuces.